training video, you can get to Forethought by going to the district website, going under Staff Resources, and clicking Helpful Links. There you'll see an Eduphoria link. Log in with your school email address, that's the full email address, including @faithfamilyacademy.org. Here we have our main page with all of the apps. Just select Forethought, and then your planner will come up. And it should by default go to the current day that we're on. To set up your schedule, click Change My Settings at the bottom left corner of the screen and choose My Schedules. Then you can add or remove or edit a schedule. So select Add a Schedule and then give it a name. Mine will be Mac and Ellen 2013-2014. Select Next at the very far bottom right corner of the screen. Then you can add an entry. Choose a course with learning standards, the very first one. Then click Next at the bottom right-hand corner of the screen. Then go through these drop-down menus to find the course that you want to add. Select it and click Next. Then you're going to attach that course to one of the class periods that you teach. This is very important. So you will then see that my class has been added, and I'll go and add another entry using the same process. But I'll choose a different course this time. And I will once again attach it to a class period, or however many class periods it applies to. Go through this one more time. Add my last course. You'll see you can open and collapse these folders with the plus or the minus sign. Click Next. And once it's done, click Next again. Once more. And then you should have a button that says Begin Using Forethought at the very bottom right-hand corner of the screen. So now it goes back to our planner, and in this calendar view here at the top left corner, I'm going to jump ahead to the month that I want to see, and I can go ahead and select a particular date. Now I've got my new lesson plan template here ready to go. Now notice the bluish gray box at the top where it says Audio Video Production, and I just click on that, and over to the right hand side of the screen I've got all of my standards, my TEKs, and it's a little collapsible plus sign there that will open up, and I can scroll through my TEKs. And if I just want to add one, I can double click it, and it will go ahead and attach itself to my lesson plan over here on the center. You can add as many as you need by just double clicking. So I've added 3 here. I can also remove one by selecting it and going to the little wrench icon, and that brings a drop-down menu and it says Remove from today's planner. Also, you can click below the standards to bring up a checkbox list of strategies. So you've got strategies here, structures, evidence of learning, resources, all in here, easy to click on. And you just choose the ones that apply to that day's lessons. When you're done, click Close, and you'll see them listed there underneath your TEKs, your standards. So your objectives will be different than the standards. Those are not the same thing. Now for language objectives, the ELPs will be added at some point. They are not currently there for you, but those will be added so that they would show up on the right side of the screen just like the TEKs do. So know that and be on the lookout for that. The rest of it you just type in right here, or you can paste over from another document. You can also add attachments by clicking on the little paperclip just under the independent practice section, and you can upload a file by clicking Choose File, just like attaching an email. At the very bottom right corner of the screen, you have a resources box. So if there are district resources to use, those would show up there. You see standards that are actually cross-curricular. There's also a performance box. So the performance data from Aware will show up in here if that applies to your course. And then you can see the history of which learning standards have already been taught. Now there's a couple ways to view your calendar. Right now I'm in day view. Okay, so I just see one day, and up above you can see all of the formatting options and a save button. But there's actually a little calendar icon at the top right, and you can switch over to week view. And really lets you see the week at a glance a little easier, and this is actually great for printing. So we're going to go up to the top and click on print, and you can print week plans to PDF, no objectives. It will not print the standards, but it will print your objective and your language objective and everything that you've typed in for your lesson plans. So it downloads that PDF like what you see here. I have open into a really nice format, printer friendly, and that is something you can post outside of your classroom door. To leave the week view, just double click on the day, and that will bring you back to that day's lesson plans.